You ended up buying another car?
What
does this maintenance cost?
Okay, I was sharing the Mercedes-Benz vehicle, as she stated. A friend of mine who's part of my support team, he allowed me to use his vehicle. He stays in Atlanta, so he allowed me to use the vehicle, and I told him, can he please give me about 2 months for me to purchase my own vehicle? So while I was waiting for her to get the title, he went on and said, well, since you're going to be using him a little bit longer, it seems like, because you're waiting on her, you're going to have to pay for the maintenance and things of that nature.
But why is she responsible for you picking a Mercedes-Benz to...
I didn't pick it. That was his.
You kind of did. You didn't have to drive it.
No, I didn't have to drive it, but I needed transportation to accomplish the goals that I've been
to maintain it, it cost you almost $1,400, and you think she's responsible for that?
Yes, because the delay that she put me in of selling me a vehicle that she didn't have a title to. If she would have had a title to it...
You think that she sold you something that she knew had a lien on it?
I believe so because the time that had passed, if you look at the text message, the evidence that I presented, you're procrastinating. All you have to do is go down to the DMV. You're the owner.
Well, I mean, she did a lot of work. She provided a call log. She was calling somebody.
Before we even found out it was a lien on it, she was supposed to have the title. And I told her, all you have to do is go down to the DMV.
Why didn't you just go to the DMV before any of this lien issue came up?
I was at work. I was in and out. It was a lot. I thought when he took it, it would just be, psh, he registered it, and then it's all out the door, because I didn't know nothing about this lien that was on it.
And these Uber costs, where were you going?
To school and back.
School-related, okay.
One of the parts of Ms. Bryant's counterclaim is this parking ticket that got racked up to $664.
I never knew of the parking ticket.
It wasn't like sitting on the windshield?
No, the car was gone. It was impounded.
So it was...
His name is on the ticket. At the top of the ticket, it says Zimbabwe, birth date, everything.
It's not a parking ticket. That was the traffic ticket.
Got it. Well, there's both.
The traffic ticket came to my house. The parking tickets came to my house. I asked him, was he driving the car? He told me no.
May I address?
Please, yes, go ahead.
Okay, I remember getting pulled over. So
on the 22nd, okay.
Yes, the officer never indicated that the ticket would be in my name. I told her, gave her the background of the situation, why I couldn't register the ticket because of the lien, and I felt that she sympathized with me, and she said, I'm going to put the ticket in the owner's name in hopes that she'll speed up the process to get this lien. She said, in return, you do not drive this vehicle. I said, yes, ma'am, I parked it.
Okay.
However, I take full responsibility.
And then the parking violations were on the 23rd after you parked it?
Yes.
So I have no further...
Are we good?
Yes.
So we're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
Okay, Mr. Abdul Malik, Ms. Bryant, we have come to a verdict in this case. A lot of the issues that you experienced really just stemmed from the fact that this was just a truck with no clear title. And that falls on you, Ms. Bryant, to ensure that there was no issues with title before you actually sold the truck to the plaintiff here. So because of that, we are going to grant you, Mr. Abdul Malik, and try to make you whole in the best way possible. Of course, we want to reimburse you for the truck that you paid $800 for, the Uber costs that you established in evidence that you incurred going to and from school. As far as the car maintenance fees, that was discretionary. You didn't have to drive around in a Benz. I understand the circumstances that was something that was offered to you. The costs are expensive. That shouldn't have to fall back on Ms. Bryant. Judge Corriero and I also didn't feel that the attorney's fees should fall on Ms. Bryant. Judge Juarez disagreed and felt that it was important for you to understand what you were getting into and that it was responsible of you to go to an attorney to find out what your rights were. But again, majority rules here, and Judge Corriero and I disagreed. As far as the emotional distress, as stressful as this was, there was nothing that was outrageous or extreme on the part of Ms. Bryant in terms of her actions, so we're not granting you that. Now, Ms. Bryant, your countersuit. We are not going to grant you anything other than the ticket in the amount of $665 because you, Mr. Abdul Malik, admitted that that was your fault. So we're granting you $800 for the truck, $470 for Uber. That is a total of $1,270 less the $665 for the ticket, and that leaves $605 in favor of the plaintiff.